right. So I don't really want to make this update, but I need to, so I'm going to. Last that you saw, I was pretty happy. I found out I was pregnant, told my husband, but on Monday, today is Wednesday, started bleeding. So it wasn't just a little bit, it was a lot. So that was kind of a day of mourning, essentially. But I called the doctor, and they were just kind of like, well, we're getting ready to close. This was later when it started to really worry me. It was just a little bit to start, and then it was more. And so then they were like, oh, we're getting ready to close, so, just go to the emergency room. And I wasn't having any pain. I knew that it could be bad, but if it was a miscarriage, I knew there was nothing they could do. I didn't feel like I was really in harm's way. It was just something that I wanted to know what was happening. And so I didn't go to the emergency room. I just showed up at the doctor's office the next day, because if you are a patient that's been with them for a while, then they'll get you in if it's some sort of emergency like that. And if they were telling me to go to the emergency room, it was an emergency. So the next day I went in there, they got me in, they did an ultrasound, and I had indeed miscarried. She kept calling it a chemical pregnancy, which basically is just a really early miscarriage. Some sources say like a chemical pregnancy, it never really had a chance to implant, but that would have been 6 weeks, 1 day. So I find it really unlikely that it wouldn't have implanted at 6 weeks, 1 day. But when I went to the doctor yesterday, there was no indication of anything in my uterus. I mean, I took 3 pregnancy tests, all of which said that was positive. The first one was a very faint line, but they were all positive. And so I knew I was pregnant, but I never got that confirmation because I was on vacation when I found out. So they said, though, if I had not told them that I had been pregnant, that I got 3 positive tests, they never would have known. So they're saying that's, there's some good in this. It's hard to see, but there's some good in it. We know we can get pregnant, number 1. Number 2, it looks like everything is pretty much back to normal. The doctor says she thinks that what's going on right now with the bleeding is basically like a period. It's like it just didn't happen, but it did, so it's annoying. But also, my uterus, my ovaries, my uterine lining, all of that looks really good. She said completely normal. But they did do a test. They did the ultrasound, so they saw nothing, but they went ahead and did the little pregnancy test also, and it's coming back negative now. So, basically, she said that we are able to start trying again, as soon as we want. And the statistics that I've read range anywhere from 70 to 85% of people who have one miscarriage, especially if it's super early like this, they go on to have a healthy next pregnancy. So that's really good. The hardest part was telling my father-in-law, mother-in-law. Thankfully my husband did that, but they already knew, so that was a really bad part. I just felt like I was really letting everyone down, even though I didn't really have control over it, obviously. But I need to do this update. I am happy that we can get pregnant. So I'm looking forward to doing another video soon of another pregnancy, but I needed to kind of put closure on our first. So yeah, I guess that's that. It's not a very happy message. I've had a few days for it to kind of sink in, that all the plans that we were making for those few weeks are not going to happen. But I don't know your personal beliefs, but I believe that God is faithful. He is for me. He has a plan, and I trust him. I trust him that if I am meant to be a mother like I want to be, that he will make a way for that. So I'm just trying to stay positive and faithful right now. But I think it will happen for us. So anyways, just wanted to make the update, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.